Greetings, my name is Paul, and I am the lead research technician here at the How to Linux Research Labs, and I'm also the administrator of the Pop! OS Linux Facebook group on Facebook. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to install the Zed Code Editor on Pop! OS Linux 22.04. Okay, let's get started. Okay, so here's my pop installation here. I'm going to open the terminal, and I'm going to show you my fast fetch screen to prove that I'm actually in a pop session here. Pop! OS 22.04. Okay, so we're going to install the Zed Code Editor on here. Okay? So I just wanted to prove that I'm actually in a pop session, so I can clear on that. And let's go to the web page here. You can scroll down the home page here and get some information. The main part I want to focus on is the download button here. So if you click on that from the home page here, it brings you here. And there's a bunch of different, okay, that's the most current version there, 0.183.11. So I'm going to install this most current version on Pop. Now there's a few different ways of doing it. I'm going to do it the way that the Zed developers are recommending, which is going to use this curl download utility here. And it's going to download a shell script, and it's going to pipe that shell script into the bash shell interpreter here. Now, if you click on this link here, it brings you to this other page here where there's other ways of doing it, which I'm not going to do in this video. But as you can see here, it says the most recommended way that they want you to do it is by using that curl command and downloading the shell script and then piping it into the shell interpreter that way. There's a preview here. I'm going to skip the preview. I'm going to go for stable. So skip that. And then you can come down here, and there's some other ways to do it on Pop. The only way I can really figure out from this list here to do it other than the shell script would be the Flatpak method from FlatHub. So I'm not going to do that in this video here, but that's another option for Pop is the Flatpak from FlatHub there. And then one last one down here, another method, would be to download that tar file manually instead of having, well actually that one's, let's see, that's, what is that curl? Is it downloading an actual, well it looks like it's just downloading a shell script as opposed to downloading a tar file here. But if you manually download the tar file here, then you can step through these instructions here. And I'm not sure if these instructions are the same that would be in the bash shell script. I'd have to open the bash shell script to see what's in there, and I guess it would probably match this. I'm not sure, but otherwise either do the shell script way and it does it automatically, or you just download the tar file. I don't know if it's source code because you're not compiling anything, but there's going to probably be some kind of binary in here somewhere. Whether the source code to actually, you know, compile and install from, I'm not sure. But there's probably a binary in here. Anyway, so you can just do it manually by downloading the tar file here, picking your appropriate CPU here, whether it's x86 or Arch, and then stepping through these manual instructions here. Okay, so I'm just going to download the shell script and let the shell interpreter execute whatever's in the shell script. Like I said, I'm not sure if this is actually the same that's in the shell script. I'd have to open the shell script in an editor and see if it matches. Otherwise, just forget this for now. I'm just going to download the shell script. Okay, so this is the only thing I'm going to deal with right here. This line, you got Windows here, and you got Mac here. So I'm going to focus on Linux here. You can go stable or preview. I'm going to go stable here, and I think you can just click on that, and it copies it to the clipboard. Okay, so that's pretty good right there. Just get to this point here and copy this command here. Now you have to have this curl command. So, okay, once you copy that to the clipboard, you can go back to your terminal here, and you're going to have this curl command, this curl download utility tool here. Should already be on your Pop installation. If not, it's a simple sudo apt install curl command that should. It might be a little bit behind version-wise, but it should probably still work for your needs as far as downloading this shell script. So let's see what version we're on here. Okay, so we got curl is installed, and here's the version here. Okay, good. So we got curl, and we're all good to go here. Now I want to see also what kind of a shell that I'm running here. I'm on a bash, so echo shell in this variable holds the shell that I'm actually in right now, which is a bash shell. So that should be good. A .sh shell script. Going to pass it into the bash shell interpreter, and let's see what that does. It should work. Okay, so we're good there. Okay, there's no other commands here I need to get into. Okay, I think we're clear here. So we're clear on that. Control. Let's see here. It's on the clipboard. So right click and then we'll paste it in here. Okay, I think we need to clean some of this up here. That doesn't look like that's going to be good. Okay, let's see here. Actually, I think, yeah, just a curl there. I don't know if I need sudo. Let's see if we need sudo. Let's see. Oh, I just added it in just to cover that base. Okay, so we'll go into a sudo session there. Okay, let's see what happens here. So once we have this keyed in here, we'll give it the once over. Sudo, we're going to run it as admin. And it's going to use curl. It's going to download the shell script file here from this URL, this base URL here, and it's going to pipe it into the shell script here. So the output of this will be the input of this. So this shell script would be piped into the shell interpreter here, and it should just execute the shell script. So it doesn't seem like we're going to have to download a shell script manually and make it executable or whatever. It should already be ready to go. So let's see what happens here. So once that's all keyed in, enter on that, and let's see, it's going to download the shell script and then pass it into the interpreter, and it's going to execute it, and it should install Zed Code Editor that way. So we've initiated the download, and it looks pretty good. Let's see how much time is left. Okay, it might be a few minutes, so I'm going to go ahead and pause it here, and I'll be back when it's done. Shouldn't be too long. So back in a moment. Okay, it's not done yet, but just about. I just wanted to restart the video so you can see the tail end of the download. Okay, so I showed you the tail end of the download, and it downloaded it, and it just automatically just sends it right into the interpreter, and then this is probably something that's in the shell script that says run this line once the shell script has been executed successfully. Okay, so I think we're okay here. So it downloaded the shell script, passed it into the bash shell interpreter, and looks like it completed without any errors, and Zed has been installed. Okay, so we're clear on that. Okay, so it's been installed. So all we have to do now is try to launch it. It should be launchable very easily from the GUI method, which is going to be in one of these folders here. I'm not expecting it to be in Utilities or System or LibreOffice. I'm expecting it to be in the home folder here. It's Z, right? So it'll be at the bottom. I'm expecting it for it to be at the bottom here somewhere. Okay, here's Zed Code Editor here. Okay, good. You can right-click it, new window, or just left-click it. I'll go left-click here. Let's see if that launches it or not. Okay, that looks pretty good. Unsupported GPU. Yeah, I'm on an older ThinkPad here, so I'll just skip that. I'm not sure what you need that for. I need to look into what that was all about. If this is even usable on my older ThinkPad laptop here. Anyway, so yeah. So it looks like it installed. It's running. It's open here. So it looks pretty good there. That's as far as I'm going to go with that. I don't want to poke. Let's see if I can poke around and get the version really quick here. Okay, about Zed. Let's see if it. Okay, that's what I was expecting, right? Zed 0.183.11. Okay, so that's the most current version. Okay, that's what I was expecting there. And that's as far as I'm going to go there. Okay, we'll go okay on that. So yeah, this is the Zed Code Editor here on POP, okay? So we can go ahead and X that out. And of course you can also right-click it and pin it to the dock here or whatever. So you can go new window and launch it that way. Okay, so The only other, okay, let me see if it's actually, if it put the Zed binary on the path so we can launch it from the terminal, just in case the GUI method doesn't work or there's a problem. You can launch it from the command line, and it's like not only is it another way of launching it if the plan A doesn't work from the GUI, but also if there's problems with the GUI installer, this is not only a fallback to actually try to launch it, but if there's any problems with launching or usage, then it'll just be displayed here in the terminal, and you could possibly use Google or one of the AI chatbots to ask them, what this output means and how to troubleshoot your usage and or launch issues. So if it's not here on the binary, then I'm not going to go ahead and get into that in the video now. But if you want to make contact with me on my POP group or in the video comments and ask how to add the Zed binary to the system path variable, I can do that later. I won't do that now. Let's see if it's already on here or not. If it is, then that's all academic. If it's not, then I would have to go ahead and research and figure out how to add it to the Zed binary to the path variable. But let's see if it's on here to begin with. So Zed is the keyword, the command keyword, I do believe. Let's see if Zed works here. Okay, that worked. Okay, so it's on the path, it looks like. Okay, that's good. So it's the same thing here. Okay, that's not going to open here. Yeah, my laptop needs more horsepower. No, that's not going to click out either here, it looks like. Yeah, try to quit that. Okay, that's fine. I'll get into that later. But you saw it is on the path, apparently. One way or the other, it's on the path, and you're able to access Zed from the command line this way. Now let's see. So yeah, okay, so I don't have to go ahead and put it on the path because it's already there. Okay, let's see one more thing here. As far as like usage and whatnot. Let's see what help brings up here. Okay, there's some help here. So you can get some information about Zed here. If you don't want to go to their website or whatnot, you could look here in the their command line help here, access their Zed help here, and then just get some information here on how to use it, get the version. We already checked that, so that's fine. So yeah, this is this flag here will give you some help here in the terminal. Okay, that's always good to know. How to get usage and help information from the command line. Let's see one more thing here. Okay, yeah, I think that was pretty much about it. There was one more thing I was thinking about doing, but I don't remember what it was at the moment. Just to get the help there. Like that. And there was something else. Anyway, we'll skip that for now. Okay, so that's pretty much about it then. And we'll go back to the fast fetch here. And we'll close the video out with the fast fetch screen up. Okay, so that was how to install the Zed Code Editor on Pop! OS Linux 22.04. Once again, I am Paul, and I am the lead research technician here at the How to Linux Research Labs. And I'm also the administrator of the Pop! OS Linux Facebook group on Facebook. Please join, even if you don't run Pop, as I allow posts on different distros, tech news, tech personalities, and whatnot. I have a wide variety of topics that I allow for discussion. At this point, I would like to ask you to, I want to thank you for subbing to my channel, and I look forward to your comments and your likes and your comments on my video. And until my next video, happy Linuxing.